Hello everyone, my name is Random1785 and welcome back to another video of 1785 Speedruns. I love picking the most interesting places to record my intros, so here I have a waterfall that generated in a woodland mansion and created floating carpet, which I think is pretty nice. You came here for the speedrun challenge, not the intro of course. So yeah, what is 1785 runs? If you don't know already, 1785 runs is a speedrun challenge I have where I try to beat Minecraft 1785 times in a row. So I'm on this version 1.16.1 because it's the fastest version to speedrun Minecraft on. And basically, what I need to do is I need to beat the game, kill the Ender Dragon, and enter the credits. That's basically what beating the game is. And I need to do this 1,785 times in a row without, like, giving up. And I do these all on random seeds. Seeds I've never seen before or played before in my entire life. And I cannot quit any of these seeds, right? If one of these seeds sucks, I can't do anything about it. I still need to beat the seed. And that's how it works, right? So what you're going to see in this video is highlights of me doing these runs, right? So because each of the runs are about like 35 minutes long, and they're all pretty boring because it's just 35 minutes of me being in Minecraft, I have included the highlights, right? Because there's interesting stuff that happens during this run. So I've included the highlights of this challenge, and I put it in this video. So I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you in the highlights, and goodbye. But seriously, this is really cool. You don't see this every day. Like, you know, like the floating water pool in a mansion. You know? Guys, I want to show you how good I am at Minecraft. So I loot this shipwreck, right? I take this treasure map. And this also has the treasure chest. Or, yeah, that's a map chest. That's a treasure chest. Gives you iron and stuff, right? Wow. So I open it, and we get some iron and 2 diamonds, and watch what I do. I completely missed one of the diamonds. Yeah, I'm just good at the game. What's even funnier is that I actually ended up finding diamonds inside the buried treasure. So I would have 4 diamonds here, which is also a diamond shovel. So this is a major L. So I run over to these trees over here to get wood because I don't have a lot of that. And I see this village over here, so that's great, because I got 4 fish from the buried treasure. If you look carefully here, I have 4 fish. So this village allows me to get food, which is great. So while I'm running to the village... Oh, it's a lava pit. Oh, nice. Yeah, so now I have a lava pool, I have a village for food, I have all my beautiful tools. So yeah, this is going pretty well. So after a bit of pyrite, I found out the spawner is in this direction. And this is a wall, by the way. Currently, this place spawner is on the very edge of the fortress. This is a complete wall. I know of no terrain in this direction. And yeah, that's great because I need to go to the bastion that's in this wall. So anyways, I'm traversing this basalt biome when suddenly... Okay, that scared me. If that was a big guy, I would have been knocked into lava. No joking. Yeah. That's so stupid. So I almost died there to something I literally can't control and cannot predict, which is pretty dumb. Anyways, my terrain died at around 15 minutes, so I ended up digging in a wall for an incredible 2 minutes. I was just digging in a wall, which was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, and I find this weird ravine thing, and I'm trying to force terrain out of this thing, and then I see stuff at the top. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the heck out of here. Yeah, finally, after like 20 years. And then the funniest thing happens. So, I do TNT chalice. Which I completely mystical blocks. Or maybe I picked them up, I have no clue. Oh, I did pick them up, okay. So I do get a TNT chalice. Prep my inventory. I get hit here. And Are you joking? I missed that jump. What is wrong with me? Ugh. I don't know what burned too. That's great. So yeah, that was cool. Thank you. I placed this block here. I don't know what. So usually what you're supposed to do here is you just sprint jump off and block glitch on the side, which I'm scared of. So I instead opt to like shift to the very edge, and then I try to shift to the very edge and jump at the same time. To the very edge is like the safe play, and then I just fell straight off. This block glitch also did not help my chances at all, because I take 2 more ticks from the lava. If I didn't place this block, I would have been fine. And finally here, I could have blocked myself off so none of my items fell into lava, but I went forwards a bit, which is also pretty goofy. Anyways, I boated back to my village because I knew there were still hay bales there and beds, and I could use these things to help me with stuff. So I went ahead and did that. So that's a beautiful shattered savanna, but no, and I don't have time to mine all those things. So I gear up with 27 bread and some lovely tools and a bed, and I am ready to take on the task of getting back to my stuff. I don't know. Oh yeah, I killed this golem because I think my pickaxe may have burned. And if my pickaxe burned, well, I mean, I don't really know. I could mine like more gold blocks, but like in case both my iron pickaxe and all my gold burned, then I would literally have nothing to do. If I had an iron pick, I could maybe mine the up to 5 backup blocks that exist in the Bastion. So I decided to do this, and yeah, let's just see how this goes. Also, I grabbed more beds, so yeah. Cool. Also, I would like to remind you how far the Bastion was. First of all, it's through the wall. Remember I told you about all the walls I dug through? Well, I need to dig through those walls again, or travel through those walls again. Digging through a wall and crawling through a wall, it's literally the same pace. Stop and I'll start the record. And here I'm really paranoid about whether my stuff burned or not. So I end the recording, and I segment this run. So in that time, I copied the world. I went into the copy, I turned on cheats, and then I flew over to my stuff to check it. And then I placed some handy backup gold blocks in the Bastion, and I wrote down where exactly I would be to blind into the portal room, and then I wrote down what pillar it was and if 0 cycle is possible, and then I'm just joking. I just like segmented the run. Yeah. The second half got 195 views because why not? You know, why not? So after re-evaluating my recording, I found out that my blaze rods were safe, so I didn't have to go back into the fort, which is one of the reasons why I decided to look over the recording again. I can check, because I know that I don't have to go back to the fortress, because there's no fortress at the Bastion. So I know that I don't have to get blaze rods again, which saves me a ton of time, and I can just straight up just travel to the fort, right? So that's pretty cool. Bridge, apparently. So I started running in the direction of the Bastion before realizing I'm not running in the direction of the Bastion. I'm actually going positive X. I should be going negative X. How many times so I go ahead and do that. So yeah, that's great. And at the 40-minute mark, I finally miss a boat clutch. And the Bastion's right in the distance. See it? It's underlined with skeletons. And I finally reunite with my stuff after forever. Just take it. And I have gold armor on, so I just don't really care. I just boat down here, and I go down here, and my stuff is waiting for me right here. And a lot of it actually survives, I think. I think I get... How much do I get? I have no clue how much I got here. I have 1 stack of gold. My diamond pick is here. My blaze rods are here. My pork chops are here, so that's pretty nice. My blocks are also pretty much here, so that's pretty nice. It's not bad. But it's not the most optimal thing in the world. I'm gonna take my bread back. One stack of gold burned, so I basically lost half the gold in the Bastion. But other than that, it's pretty okay. And I tried trading this to see what happens. Oh, I just did the dumbest thing. So this guy took my gold block, which is very unlucky, and I want to burn. I could have just axe critted this guy, but I decided to burn this dude. Unfortunately, there's pearls on the ground here, so I ended up burning the pearls as well. Oh, I burned 2 pearl trades. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I only end up getting the gold block at the end. I don't get it. So I basically ended up throwing away 2 of my pearl trades. I have 7 pearls. It's not and just not getting my gold block back. That was terrible. Yeah. And these 7 pearls are the only 7 pearls I get. Because I got 2 more pearl trades, but I burned them. Wow, that's amazing. Luckily, there is another Bastion close by, thank goodness. So I can get more pearls at the other Bastion. What's unfortunate is I crafted all my ender pearls into eyes, because my original plan was to high roll on the 5-eye, or find like pearls in like stronghold chests. But one of them broke, so I was like, nah, this is not gonna happen. So I just gave up on that. But there is another Bastion close by. Unfortunately, I have no ender pearls to help me traverse nether terrains. This is gonna be really painful. Also, I'm E-raying while mining obsidian, which I think is really smart. Yeah. Okay, there's a bastion pretty close, thank goodness. So I not need to go over there, but I also need to mine all this obsidian up. And I almost die again. For the hole in one. Fuck you. And finally, at 55 minutes and 30 seconds, the dragon finally purchased. And I end off this disaster of a run. This is hilarious, by the way. I am pretty much sure that if I didn't die the Bastion, because I was at the Bastion at 20 minutes, it's 1 minute stuff 30. But, of course, stuff happens, and I just die and get rolled on pearls because I burned them. What a great run. Yeah. How many beds I have? I have like so many different colors. Beds in all varying sizes and shapes, and colors and shapes. Yes, dude. Run 182 is very interesting. For starters, I spawned in a village, which is pretty cool. Right. Yup. Average. Yup. So I try to do abstract. Unfortunately, there's every single villager in this village has taken a job. So I break this guy's composter and replace it. This guy finally goes over to the barrel, but doesn't give me the trade, so I have to break it, unfortunately. I replace it, and the guy just wanders off for this house. This house has 3 cauldrons and makes people weaponsmiths. Leather workers. So I broke these, and I place it. One guy takes it, but again, they have the wrong trade, so I have to break the barrel again. And these guys, 2 of them leave instantaneously. There's a composter here, and there's a lectern here. I swear, what are you doing? And then the guy... Remember the composter I placed down earlier? The other guy took the composter I placed down earlier. Take a different job? So, how do they all take a different job, man? That was impressive. So I break this, and I place it down, and finally, I get a bucket. Forever. So I set to lava douse. And if you don't know, lava pools have a higher chance of spawning under water pools. And usually they don't spawn this high up, but they do. So I dig down, I dig a bit this way, and I straight up went smack into a lava pool. Very average. Yeah, that was fun. There's not a lava here. Anyways, I spawn into the nether. I don't get a single bastion. But what I do get is a ghast and another ghast. So yeah, that was fun. There's 2 of them. I farmed some blocks, because why not? Don't know what I'm gonna do with the ghasts. I try to kill this dude for absolutely no reason. Yeah, this guy hits me. Now they both start shooting at me, which is fun. I'll just try to find a bastion. So I just leave, because I'm not dealing with them. I keep getting the blocks, though, because that's kind of useful. I thought I could kill this guy strafes me at the last second. And I actually get one of them, which is impressive. This guy is just way too far. I still don't have a bastion, which is unfortunate. Oh? Oh! That's funny, I thought I almost got the gas. Yeah, so weird. So I just give up and I just leave, because goodness gracious, I'm not doing this. The bastion ends up being towards the ghast. So yeah, I just run at the ghast, because yeah, why not? Thought these were blocks. They are not blocks. Is this me? Oh no, these are the crushing leg spikes I'm getting recently. That's great. Yeah. Anyways, I run over here, and the ghast that was bullying me before has entered this ravine on my right here. And the ghast rises up out of the blue. But I just leave it alone, because why not? And I quickly boat down here. I don't boat down there. I finish the ghast off. And just like that, the 2 ghasts that have been haunting me for 20 years are now dead. Yeah. So anyways, I'm trying to find a fort, which is to my left in this wall. I'm trying to find a way around the wall, because digging through a wall is painful. I don't want to do it. So I get this soul sand thing. This is the funniest thing ever, because it turns into a parkour course. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. It's a random parkour course that just spawned out of nowhere. So I use my exact chunk strat, and it does pretty well. I find the chunk of the fort, so I use this parkour all the way back, and I throw myself a lovely pearl to over there, using this jump and bam, I made it.
I know it's at.
So now I just need to go to whatever was in chat. It was actually really close to here, by the way. It's kind of funny. I think, yeah, because it was within 2 chunks. So I have 60 I have 60 obsidian. What the heck? And I start digging the wall, trying to find the spawner. And as I'm digging towards that chunk, I hit the fortress, and just like that, I don't really hit the spawner, but I hit the fortress, and that's really all that matters. You know, I found the fort using the strat. It is a useful strategy. Yippee, hooray! I guess, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, I think run 180 was a run where I died on the 0 cycle, so I tried a 0 cycle again, because why not? And it looks to be zerable at first, but I have a pretty challenging tower. Alright, it's a pretty challenging tower, and, oh, never mind, wait, what?
I think that's impossible. That's like T1, that's like T91.
Oh, yeah. I think that's T85, which I believe it's relatively easy, unless you, like, miss your pearl, and after a lot of practice, it's actually pretty easy. But this is a very easy zerable tower. I've done this a lot of times in practice, and I'm pretty consistent on it. So, especially at this point, I was already pretty consistent at this tower. So, I just chickened out. I thought it was way taller than it was. But in reality, it is a pretty easy to 0 tower. Just kind of a bad choke from me there. But what's pretty nice is during the 1 cycle, I actually do something really cool. So the dragon perches, get my beds ready, and the height is really good. And I complete my first cycle.
3+1. What? I hit a 3+1. No way! What the heck? I hit a 3+1. I hit a 3+1. I hit a 3+1. What?
And that's the first time I've done a 3+1 in, I believe that's the first time I've done the 3+1 in an actual run. I've had multiple runs have enough damage to do 3+1, but never actually went for the 3+1. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Yeah, so not bad, not bad. I hit a 3+1. No freaking shot. What is this? Is this T91? No, it's T88. Good job. I got scared. This is the 0. Look how polished I am at 0 though, by the way. This is the 0. This is the 0. It's not hard. So we have a situation here. There's a bastion right over there in the distance. And to get to the bastion, I need to boat down. The issue is there's a ghast and a skeleton. So I try to boat down. The ghast shoots me. And then there's a drop here. I could have like ran down here, but I don't know. I get shot off. I was gonna find a bow clutch anyways, but I got shot off, which was unlucky. Skeleton chases me and hits me again. I'm on 3 hearts. Luckily, I have this random gapple, so I just eat it. And yeah, I just continue on to this bastion over here. Now I have no gold armor,
I can just build
which is a slight issue because trying to get the gold with no gold armor is kind of painful. So I need to not die here. So these piglins are here. Something really weird happened. So they take fall damage to get me. Piglins are not supposed to take fall damage to attack players unless you're in difficulty hard, which I'm not on. I don't play on difficulty hard because that's just hard. So let's say difficulty easy. This guy walks off as well. I don't know what the heck's happening, but I just avoid these guys pretty well. Except for here. I really like this scene. Like, just imagine just looking and then just seeing, like, it just looks kind of funny. I don't know. There's 2 guys pointing across to at you. So they don't do enough knockback to shoot me off, luckily. One of them walks off the edge, and the other one I throw gold at, and distracted. And I made it to the gold successfully without dying. Good job. So I decided to improvise and make a bastion route. So I look here. There's 1 behind me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piglins, which is a few piglins. So I'm like, what if I manage to get all these piglins, right? So that's what I do. I mine this hole, and then I see this hole, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a good trading hole. So I break this gold block, and a bunch of piglins come pouring down. It's a pretty good route, in my opinion. Like, pretty solid. A lot of piglins come pretty quickly. I think I got 8, which is, like, on par with, like, most bridge routes. you usually get like 8 piglins, so that's pretty good. I like how
I own this route.
So I go to the fortress and the craziest thing
Nice.
happens. Like, look at this.
Well,
Just look at this,
yeah.
dude.
So
Insane.
that.
So,
Hi.
there's a lot of spawns there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of wither skeletons, and I can't knock them off the bridge like you would usually do. So I have to manually crit all of these guys, which wastes a ton of time, obviously. And I started killing some blazes, working on it. I stack up to kill these stupid wither skeletons. There's a lot of them, unfortunately. And the most unfortunate thing happens. I get hit by a skeleton, come through here, they want to block them off, luckily.
Jeez,
but I don't end up blocking them off.
Come.
So I start stacking up, and this skeleton comes and starts shooting at me, which is great, because that's not good. The skeleton is an actual crack shot and keeps hitting me all the time. The blazes despawn. There's a lot of them, now they're despawning. I ran away, which is unfortunate. So I turn render back down to get more blaze spawns, which ends up being my fatal mistake. The skeleton shoots me down again,
Dude, this guy.
So I just pearl clutch down here, and I just take a break and just run away.
Bruh, this one skeleton just literally destroyed me. What the hell?
So I lava bug the skeleton so it dies.
Jeez,
good.
And played me so hard.
Now I just back up again,
Dude.
And there's a bunch of wither skeletons, but they just walk off the fortress. So And here's when the fatal mistake happens. So on one of the runs, I'll throw this on the video right now. This run, I had a lot of wither skeletons I knocked off the edge. And they had a pathway to get back onto the fort lake, and they ended up overwhelming. Right. So I see that these wither skeletons can climb back up to the fort using this pillar right here. So I know that I need to stop them from climbing back up, right? See, one of them has already climbed back up.
They can get up there. Oh, God.
So I knocked this guy off. So now I know I need to block this off, or else they're going to climb up and overwhelm me. Unfortunately, there's a blaze here. So blazes can melee you, and they do knockback, and if I get meleeed, I fall down here and I die. Very simple. So I punch the blaze, and this is the second dumbest thing. I punch the blaze here on its hitbox, and the game just doesn't register it. I miss this blaze, and it knocks me off into this pile of wither skeletons, and I just instantly die.
Actually fucking choking.
Yeah. Luckily, because the terrain is so good, I make it back to my stuff in like a matter of like minutes. Because the terrain is just that good. So there's another wither skeleton. And I quickly have to kill it, obviously. And I put some armor on, get some tools, get some fire res, you know, all the good stuff. Take all my stuff back. Not a lot of it burned, luckily. And I still have my 16 pork chops, which is really the only thing that matters, other than pearls, of course. So I basically have everything I need, which is great.
And
I
don't see any differences here.
Yeah, I'm good. So I bring my render down again, and I try to do this fort split again without dying. Let's see if I am successful. There's like wither skeleton here. There's not enough blazes as last time, unfortunately. I completely missed a chance to absolutely slaughter blazes, but it's fine. I don't really care. There's still a lot of them. This is a good fort. It's two of these stupid wither skeletons. They're terrifying. There's a bone fossil in the way. I placed on a boat that gets shot by a blade.
Shot the boat?
I
realized boating is a good strategy.
And yeah, that's funny. I don't know. And then I just do the first with like normal. Although I do get rolled on blaze rates. Yeah.
So skeleton, hi.
So anyways, I do educated travel because my first portal spawned me at the bottom of like at the bottom of like the ocean. So I did educated, and I'm trying to look for the stronghold somewhere around here. So I throw another eye, and
find a way to miss it real quick, honestly.
Throw another eye, and it gives me that the stronghold is simply.
That's a noticeable angle change for sure.
49 blocks away, so it's right here. So that's pretty cool. So, anyways, I know the stronghold is right here, so I try to find it. And I go look in a ravine. Oh, and then it's right there. But I go look in this ravine, hoping I find the portal room exposed or something. Unfortunately, the portal room is not ocean exposed. This is not the portal room. But yeah, This is a pretty cool ocean exposed stronghold, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. I entered the stronghold and I almost die, but I actually played this super well. So I go through this door.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't, that was so clean. I don't know what that was. That was very, very clean. That was beautiful. So I go to mine iron because I need iron. I found some iron in this very weird ravine. It's a small ravine that goes all the way down to this lava lake. And I need to go back to my crawling hole. So I do something very interesting. So I see there's water here. What I do is, my crawling hole is this right there. So I break this water, letting it flow onto the lava, and then I break this dirt. And it goes straight to my crawling hole, and I managed to crawl into it and out of the cave, which I think is pretty interesting. Yeah, pretty fun thing to do. So I blind. I think I only have 10 obby this run, and I spawn a Y11 under an ocean, and when I go to check my eyes, it ends up being a 2,000 block blind. So the chunk that's correct is this one. From the first offset, that's 2,034 blocks. I'll try to see 2,034. So I hit the 2,034 block blind in the first ring under an ocean at Y11, which is pretty much the worst blind you can get. So that's an incredible thing I can do. Yeah, I'm just too good at the game. Anyways, I got the funniest stronghold nap ever. So yeah. Average nav, bro. Average nav, man. Yup.
Right.
So, a few things happen here. So, I dig down to the stronghold, nothing new. I break into the stronghold and I water clutch, which is impressive. But when I punch the floor, I punch the silverfish block and fall through it. And the portal room is right behind me. That is the weirdest turn of events I've seen, and I think that's pretty funny. So anyways, I'm running to the stronghold, and the stronghold is in this direction. And I throw an eye. And it actually goes behind me, which is pretty funny.
Oh, damn, okay.
I completely passed over the stronghold, and let's see what blind I hit. By the way, I don't even know what that eye is. Let's see what blind
there.
I think it's the second offset. It's a second offset, so it's a 950 blind. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I like how I was running through this forest, and the eye straight up just went behind me. It's pretty funny. Anyways, the end split of this run is absolutely hilarious. First of all, this happens. So I think I'm standing here. I'm standing completely still, and I pause the game because I want to go take a drink of water. Thank goodness I do, because this Enderman walks straight into my line of view and gets mad at me. I didn't pause because I thought the Enderman. I just paused to get a drink of water, and thank goodness I did, or else I would have had to like put my water down and deal with this guy. Oh, well that's great. And the dragon perches, which is obviously good because can't find my bow, which is unlucky. I do find it. I place it down. The Enderman does go into it, but the dumbest thing happens. So the bow breaks from the bed explosions, and the Enderman doesn't die, and it starts attacking me. So I just give up on the cycle, because I'm gonna die if I keep going. And I luckily clutch it and don't die, but I do end up losing the perch, which is unlucky. Rest in peace, up 35. The Enderman, I think it's mad at the dragon because I never. No, I did punch it. I don't know what happened to the. I don't know what happened to the Enderman, but it died or something, I guess. And yeah, I had to go again. Anyways, there's a few Endermen chasing the Ender Dragon, as you can possibly tell. So I have to go over here, and there's unfortunately breath inside this area, so I can't stand in there. And the dragon snaps.
Is that breath still here?
The breath is still there, answering my question. So I have to stand here and do the cycle. And it's pretty funny. And I absolutely failed the cycle, like goodness gracious. But I still end up hitting it. And just like that, I am done with the run. And I do an explosive on death, but I have no explosive. This overworld was a pretty bad one because I entered at 11 minutes, which is absolutely terrible. Also, look at my inventory; it's an absolute mess. I don't know what is going on here. It's really bad. But anyways, I entered the Nether at like 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Absolutely disgusting.
Perfect.
And the funny thing happens because so the Bastion is in this direction, and I see a fortress, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, this is one of my slowest enters of the challenge to enter the Nether. So I know this is an unfortunate thing because now I have like no time to actually play this Bastion well. The Bastion is actually right next to the fortress, but it is a Bastion. Bastion means have the two structures with each other, which is very good because you can get pearls and blaze rods very quickly. And it's very unfortunate that this seed happens to be one of the ones where I entered at 11 minutes. So the fort's on my right there, as you can tell, and the Bastion is right in front of me here. So yeah, that is a pretty cool Bastion. This isn't gonna PB by any means. I am doing the Nether too slowly. But yeah, let's see how good this run goes. You know, let's just see what happens. And this Bastion is very funny. So I go down to this triple chest. And the triple chest just isn't there. It's been eaten by the fortress. So this is like really hilarious.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I make my training hole there instead.
Let's break this gold block.
And I start the route by breaking this gold block, and a bunch of guys start attacking me, which is very suboptimal, but I managed to not die. And I come over here, and I start throwing gold, and nobody comes, because I accidentally distracted them with too much gold or something, and they probably just jumped off. A lot of piglins come though, thank goodness. They suck at jumping though, which is kind of unlucky. But yeah, they do manage to get in the hole, and I decide to try my luck at task overlapping, because that definitely is a viable play here. The fort's right there.
Overwrite the triple chest?
No, triple chest is not here, unfortunately.
That's awkward. I'm gonna have
yeah, I try to task overlap. I just need one fire ads and put on task overlapping. I try to go and do that. I do have pearls though, which is pretty nice. I don't need pearls. Fire ads.
Picking up the gold.
So I see if we can find a fire ads. I'm not too sure if I do.
Okay.
I warned my inventory a bit. And unfortunately, from the trades I get from these piglins, I get 4 obsidian because I don't have much obsidian.
That'll be fun, honestly, though.
Because my triple chest is gone. Usually, you get a lot of your obsidian from the triple chest. Fortunately, the triple chest has been eaten by the fortress, so it just doesn't exist. So it is a very unlucky thing. There's nothing I can really do about it other than cry. So yeah, that's great. So I end up going back to my original portal. That's the only way I can get out of the Nether, other than going to another Bastion, which is obviously more tedious and takes way more time. So I've simply pearled to my original portal. Pretty simple stuff. And I just go through it, which is fine, I guess. I think this portal's underground, isn't it? It is. Yeah, that's great. So, I guess I just do educated, because I do, it's in this weird awkward angle, and I go ahead and make my blind portal. I mine this one obsidian block, and it just goes into the lava. It just goes into the lava. That's actually hilarious. I like Minecraft. Okay. Anyways, on this run, the eyes really like me. I throw an eye, and it goes straight into this tree over there. Like, straight into the tree, without hesitation. So that's really cool. And then on the very next run, when I throw an eye, it goes behind me into my portal, and I can't see it. So yeah, that's pretty funny. So on run 189, I have this village at spawn, and in the distance over there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a village there. So I decide, you know what if I were to... So I kill the golem in the first village, which drops me 5 iron. Not to worry, because I can simply go over to the other golem and make that golem drop some iron too. So I go over to this other village. It's a nice little desert village, bordered by this beautiful jungle, and there's a ravine there, which is pretty nice. So I go ahead and just simply go ahead and kill the golem, and just really simple stuff. Make myself a flint and steel. We're just vibing here. The golem I slaughter. And it drops me, I believe it was 3, it dropped me a lot of iron actually, it dropped me 6.
We need more bread.
So, I actually can't make an axe sadly, I don't have enough. but
We need a
I
lot more
come
bread.
close.
We have like no bread right now.
Like, I kind of want a
Big
shield.
issue.
Also, I made trapdoors.
Really
Nice.
big issue.
Instead of a boat.
Pretty
So that's a
good.
big waste of wood, but yeah. So that's an extra 3 iron, which is pretty nice. If I don't get a fort first, I can just make an iron axe, which is great.
Yeah. Guys, have some bread.
And then I go over to this. Oh, I have 50 bread, by the way. Yeah. And I go over to the ravine and I just dig down. Very simple stuff. Yeah. So anyways, while I'm going to the bastion, which is right over there, find this nice little convenient rune portal on the way. So I open the chest and it gives me 2 obsidian, a sharpness 5 gold sword, and feather falling 3 gold boots. Like, name a better rune portal, man. Like, I mean, it could be a looting sword, but like, that is disgustingly good. Whoa! Okay, wait, that's kind of cracked. That's a diamond sword, so I can 2 crit people. So yeah, that's a great sword. I can start 2 critting mobs if I'd like.
Dude.
Which amazing. And yeah, that's just a juiced rune portal, honestly. I'm like impressed. And these feather falling boots come in massive clutch. My fortress is 32 chunks in this direction, but with them on, when I throw a pearl, which should be soon.
On 1 with 32 on axe. Okay, nice.
So when I throw a pearl, you shall see in a sec.
Heck time. How much pearl?
How much damage do I take? I think I take 1.5 hearts, right? Let's see how much damage I take. 1.5 hearts. That's 1 heart less. And if I throw like 10 pearls, then I've just saved myself a full-on health bar. Just yeah, feather falling 3 boots are absolutely amazing, dude. Yeah. Also, I don't take fall damage. If I pearl like into a mountain and I fall down, I'm completely fine, which is always great. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Also, if you haven't noticed from my few pearl throws, my terrain is actually going really well. It's 32 chunks, which is far, but the terrain doesn't cut off into a wall at any point, which is great, right? Because if it turns into a wall, I have to start digging through the wall, and digging through the wall is slow as heck. So I'm able to just simply just go over here. I think I'm low on pearls or something because I don't throw any. But just look how open this terrain is. No walls, simple terrain to find. Like, yeah, this is like amazing. I don't see the fort though. Oh no, yeah, I do see the fort. It's over there on the left. Like, simple, open terrain to the fort is amazing. Also, how many pearls do I have? I'm so confused. I have no clue how many pearls I have. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just throwing these for fun or not. But yeah, look at that. I'm just at the fortress. 32 chunks. The furthest possible fort, other than it doesn't show up on the pie chart. And I've done it with almost little food because we're using no food because of my feather falling 3, and also not a time loss because no walls. Like, this is amazing. Anyways, I find where the stronghold is, and I start digging down, and all of a sudden, I clutched that. I was looking at my pie chart. It was not the place I found. I believe this is starter staircase. The portal room was straight this way, and it was straight this way to the right. So it was like through here, and then it was like, I'll show you. It's like really simple. It's disgustingly simple, actually. I'm like not running out of food at all. It's just it's like right here. It's actually hilarious. Yeah.
30 chunks.
So the fortress is in the direction I'm facing, 30 chunks away, which is very far.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's pretty cool, I guess. So I start throwing some pearls because that's what you do when you have to travel 30 chunks. You need some pearls. So if you don't know, when it's 30 chunks, it can be 30 chunks to the right or 30 chunks to the left. It's not guaranteed 30 chunks in front of me. So there's a chance the fortress can be like 30 chunks to the right, and that's pretty far away. So I make a good call here, right? So I think I'm heading towards spawn or something. I don't know. I went to the right here. This is like the left, but whatever. Because I know from spawn there was no fortress, right? I'm kind of heading towards spawn here.
If it is, it's this way.
So it's likely not going to be close to spawn, which means it's probably far away from spawn. It's the other direction from spawn, right? So you see this, right? So there's 2 types of terrain. One terrain is the left. This is heading towards spawn. So I think there's a less likely chance the fort's going to spawn over there. But to the right here, there's terrain as well, and this leads away from spawn, which makes them more likely to have the fort, right? And I'm too far away to actually fight out again. So I decide to go to the right here, and this is a very, very good call. This ends up being the correct call, and I think my Wi-Fi just died. Yeah, okay, nice. But yeah, this ends up being the correct call. I'll show you in a sec. Alright, so that pearl, I just ended the recording at lands, and right over this hill is the fortress. Like, bam, just like that. That was, yeah, that was a good call, dude. That was a very good call. And also, that was same as last run. I had a 32 chunk fort, and it was like instant, like good terrain, no walls. Yeah, that was amazing.
So I'm gonna go for it.
So I do a Soul Sand Valley fortress, and I think I go like 8 for 8 or something stupid, because like I have not even started killing blazes, and I'm just out, which is hilarious. No, I went 8 for 10. That's like that's incredible actually. Yeah. That's actually pretty amazing. Kind of just my game just rewarding me, or like, yeah. Kind of game just like remember like the last one where I died to Wither Skeletons? Yeah, it's just being nice to me now. So I need to go to my blind cords, which are over here. There is this slight problem right here, right? There is a wall. So, don't hit that. Oh, shoot. I literally said don't hit that, and then I hit the thing anyways. So I'm pretty sure this would have killed me. How many blocks is this? I don't think, no, I think I would have been fine if, I don't think I would have died. I would have been on like 1 or 2 hearts. But yeah, that's hilarious. I just like almost died. It's like the most average thing in the world, dude. So the funniest thing happens. So my Ninja Bot is telling me to go to positive 18, 258. And my goofy up brain sees negative 18, 258 and digs down on it. And I end up building my blind portal here and realizing I'm really far away because yes. Yeah, that was great. So I dig down. The Ninja Rain God gives me 100% this chunk, and it's not this chunk. It's the wrong chunk. This is not where the starter stair actually is, which is hilarious. And I try to find the portal room, and the portal room ends up being like literally just like in my face. I go up here, and it's just right here. I basically just dug on top of the portal room because my Ninja Brain bot messed up. That's pretty average.
Right. Yep.
So you might be wondering why it's 100% and incorrect. If you look carefully here at the error, you'll see that at the very bottom it says, let me just go here. I know for a fact that the bitrate is really good when I tab out. I know from editing experience, so if I just go back enough. Okay, so here, this is a good place to zoom in. So if you see very closely here, we have an error of 0.08. And that was on the eye throw I threw like after going to the portal without using the correct subpixel, so it was likely super off. But Ninjaman didn't know that because it didn't mark it as a bad throw. And that the Ninjaman assumed that this was the correct like a very correct throw, and it realized that if I mess up the previous 2 throws, this could be the correct chunk. Unfortunately, this throw was actually terrible, and the other 2 were actually correct. As you'll see, when I throw this last eye, the errors will change. And my first 2 throws have an error of like nothing. Yeah. So I was correct. My initial 2 throws. Yeah, that was interesting. So my friends are chatting about playing Realms and something on 119.2 in the background, so I will just mute the clip. I go into this cave, and I kill 1 zombie. Free food, by the way. There's no mobs at the stupid forest spawn. I see 1 creeper and 3 zombies, and now there's a baby zombie coming out to get me. So I quickly smack this creeper. Sorry, not the creeper. I smack this baby zombie. The creeper blows up here, which surprises the heck out of me, but I end up just destroying these zombies, like utterly destroying them. I've only lost 1.5 hearts so far, which is actually really impressive. I turn behind me to see 2 skeletons, a creeper, and a zombie, so I quickly chill the heck out and like move away, for realizing I do need to take on these guys anyways. So I quickly take on the skeletons, because they're the only people really capable of like doing damage. And I use this creeper to blow up everybody, and I somehow managed to take out all the mobs in the cave with just a wood axe, and I only took like 6.5 hearts, which is pretty impressive. Like, I'm pretty sure like the majority of Minecraft players would just have died there. Yeah, that's like pretty nice. Pretty proud of how I played that. For some odd reason, I have 11 pork chops, 14 steak, and 7 mutton. This is like... This is enough for like a 90-minute run. I'm just gonna say it. This is like enough for a 90. Like if you took away the pork chops completely, this much food is like already like more than I need. So I just have this extra 11 pork chops just sitting goofy out over here. So let's see how much food is left when I finish this run. Let's just see. Let's just see. So I'm doing this this housing route, and there's some glowstone there's some glowstone that just spawned in the way. So I break the glowstone. I'm afraid I'm gonna get attacked and murdered by piglins. Luckily they don't attack me. But no, they can still. So I break through the glowstone, try to get this gold block.
That's not
And yeah, it's really hilarious. The fact that there's glowstone randomly just spawn in the bastion. That's like hilarious.
Okay, cool.
The food almost pays off. My first fortress is 29 chunks away from this original bastion. And I finally get to the 32 chunk fort. It turns out to be actually a treasure bastion. So I basically ended up traveling 32 chunks. And I only found a treasure bastion, which was really cringe. Although I am out of fire res, so it's kind of worth trading here. So I pearl hang a bit, chuck my render down, and I go ahead and go into this bastion for some lovely fire res, because I have one of these left. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, like, if I had the fort here, I would likely be fine, but, oh well, I don't know. My next fortress ends up being 22 chunks away. This hoglin, I want to go through this chunk border, but the hoglin is being very annoying. So anyways, it dies, and I find out that my next fort is 22 chunks in this direction.
64.
So now I'm going to 64 chunks, which is 64 times 16 blocks out, which is I believe 1,000 blocks out in the Nether. So that's great. I do love it when I'm 1,000 blocks out in the Nether. And I throw this nice little pearl, and it just go in this direction, hoping that it's going to be a fortress and not a treasure bastion. Now, am I correct? We shall see.
Dude,
it is very, very close. I think I traveled there in like 1 minute. But unfortunately, it is another treasure bastion. Yippee! So I have to break this spawner in order to Pydar again. I actually am pretty sure I have no fire res here, so I probably need to go ahead and do that. I definitely need to go find some fire res because I'm on my like second last potion, and I don't want to travel to another fortress that's like 32 chunks off. So I simply go ahead and throw a nice little pearl hang, or I don't throw a pearl hang. Maybe I will throw one, who knows. And I don't have fire res now, which is great. So yeah, slight issue on that. And yeah, I just had to break the spawner, get some fire res, and yeah, just go back to the run. So my fort ends up being exactly 32 chunks, which is great.
No way.
And that is a huge spike, by the way. Holy moly, I don't know how that happened. But my fort is now 31 chunks away. So yeah, that's amazing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm 1,000 blocks out in the Nether, by the way, which is absolutely incredible. So I just need to travel 32 chunks and like yeah, just vibe. This sub-hour pause, man.
Pretty sure.
So remember all that food I got in the overworld? I am at 6 pork chops left. I have thrown that many pearls. I've burned through 11 steaks, 7 mutton, 5 rotten flesh, and 5 pork chops. That's disgusting. And I'm actually in danger of running out of food here. Because 6 pork chops, I mean, like, I need to go do a fort split. And then I need to, like, pearl again for the double lobby travel. Like, in world record runs, you don't eat anything. But, like, I'm not really good enough to world record. And I take a lot of damage in fort splits, even with all this armor on me. So, this is a big issue. So, I need to hunger reset. Because I'm running out of food, believe it or not. I am actually running out of food in this run. So, thank goodness I grabbed that much food, or else it would have been really hard on me. Because I would have to, like, kill hogs or something in the Crimsons, or, like, found food in other wastes. It's just actually like grabbing that much food in the overworld actually like was useful somehow. And the hunger reset goes incredibly. Okay. Right. Yup. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I now just kill myself to fall damage, or like I take 3 down, because this is so, I don't know what's up with like Pearl hunger resetting. It is so stupid. I hate this. I hate it. I don't like it at all. You know, screw you. And finally, at 42 minutes and 30 seconds, I finally found a fortress, which is actually insane. I've never seen a fortress my whole life. First time I walked in a fortress.
Way too dang.
And yeah.
You're so fast.
I start charging across in front of a skeleton for no reason. The crossbow landed in my inventory, so like, why don't I use it? That's funny. But yeah, pretty fun stuff. I'm gonna go and do a fort split now, and yeah, very cool. Also, I just want you to admire how many blazes spawned here. So I killed these 2 blazes. Up ahead, there's
What is this?
4 more blazes here, so I killed that. So there's 4 blazes here. I killed them all. Very nice. Oh, yeah, axes are so clean. And then I go down here, and there's 5 more blazes. Like, holy crap.
It's the greatest fort split of all time.
And there's a wither skeleton, unfortunately. And I have 6 rods. And I am out. I have 7 rods now. That was juiced. What the heck? Yeah, that was insane. Juiced. That was insane. Also, I have a stack of obsidian because I went to that many treasures. Yup.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was really good fort split, by the way. That was impressive. And to end off this video, I enter the end, and there's this rare end fog. So the end sometimes will have a weird fog. So if you want to know what normal fog looks like, it's a lot darker than this, and you can't see the pillars there. I think the fog is like slightly thicker or something. I'm not exactly too sure what it is, but on this run, I have this rare end fog, which happens on some seeds, where you have really good visibility, and you can see like the dragon from really far away. You can see the towers from really far away. It's really nice, you know. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a respawn anchor one sec. Oh, I threw my glowstone. Awkward.
Look how easy to see the dragon. Look how cool this end fog is. It's so easy to see the dragon and stuff. Yeah. Not for battle. I shifted. And yeah, that's the last run of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be, I don't know. Yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. We get a 0.999. Very impressive. 0.999. Oh. Yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you think I deserve a like or a sub, please do so. If you think I deserve a dislike, then press the dislike button, I guess. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the 1785 runs video. Currently I am at run 252. I'll be trying to upload more of these soon. Because I want to catch up on the YouTube, because I don't want to like have like a gap of 60 runs between YouTube and what I'm actually doing. So I'll try to catch up on YouTube. So these videos will come out very, very soon, hopefully, if I'm not lazy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the videos. I hope I enjoyed the highlights. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.